So this video is about COVID-19 and rats. The information is correct at March 2020. The first thing I'm going to say is do not panic for two reasons. It's not going to help you and it's not going to help your rats. So we'll pick up on your stress and anxiety, and they can actually get respiratory problems from being stressed. But there is currently no evidence that rats can get COVID-19. There is no evidence that you can give it to them or they can give it to you. COVID-19 is not the same as hantavirus or other coronaviruses which cause respiratory problems. Do not have your rats euthanized unless they are unwell and cannot be treated. Always take the advice of your vet, but you know your rats better than anyone. But try any treatments that you can, but never let your rats suffer. You may have heard that labs are euthanizing rodents. This is not because of they can get COVID-19, it's because they have huge amounts of rodents and there is a fear that they will not have the resources to care for them, to feed them, to clean them and to get the medical care. Basic hygiene to follow. You should always do this if you're unwell. Not kiss your rats. Do not cough and sneeze on your rats. It's not very nice. They will get the little droplets on them. They will then clean their fur. They will ingest whatever you have sprayed on them. So it is a basic thing. Do not cough and sneeze over rats. You wouldn't do it to your family or friends, hopefully not anyway. Ask for help if you're unwell. Always wash your hands well before and after handling your rats, before doing their food, their water, cleaning out their cages. Now, never use human household cleaners, antibacterial sprays, gels, hand wash, anything like that that's household or antibacterial before handling your rats. If you've been out, by all means use antibacterial, but always use just a simple plain soap, preferably unperfumed, because the human antibacterial products and cleaners, they have things in them that are dangerous. They're full of chemicals and things, and you don't want your rats to be breathing in things that you can't smell, and also maybe licking your hands and ingesting anything nasty. So I've always recommended this, and I think it's really important now while people are using a lot more antibacterial products that you all remember, if you have used antibacterial because you've been out, then to wash your hands just with plain soap and water. Remember the 20-second rule, that's important. But just don't use these horrible things around your rats that can make them sick. And this includes natural products like bicarbonate of soda and citrus juice. You should never use them for your cage cleaning, and never ever use chlorine bleach. It is very dangerous for rats' lungs. Now, supplies. Try and keep at least a month's supply of rat food, bedding, wood chews at all times. Find an online shop or local shop that delivers. It's very important you don't suddenly change your rat's diet, and it'll be stressful if you run out of things. If your rat is on medicine all the time for a condition such as diabetes, all sorts of conditions that may require long-term medication, make sure you try and get a month's supply from your vet. Now, vets are running with emergency procedures, so never just turn up. Make sure you're registered, because vets quite often will not treat you if you're not registered, and it would be very hard. You'd have to find a charity vet that would treat you in an emergency. There may not be one close by. So whatever you do, always phone to check first before going to the vet. Now, find help. Now, this is very important if you live on your own. Hopefully you have family or a friend who can care for rats, someone who's experienced with rats if you get sick. But if you're all on your own, then have a list of animal charities and rescues, someone who could maybe just take your rats temporarily for you if you were very unwell, had to go into hospital. And this isn't just with coronavirus, this is with any time. You should always have a backup plan. Who will care for your rats if you can't? So if you're unwell, just remember, don't cough or sneeze on your rats. Wash your hands often with just a simple soap, a plain soap, not antibacterial. If you are not well or you've got cuts on your hands, use disposable gloves for cage cleaning. Don't use gloves for handling your rats. They'll just be pulling at them and trying to eat them. There's no need for that. Just have clean hands. Ask for help if you need it. Just take care while this nasty virus is about, because viruses can mutate with time. It could change, information could change, so keep up to date with the information that is online, on the local news, the national news and the world news. So just try not to panic and keep yourself and your rats safe.